Basketball fans, you've got it on 2K Sports as we get set, and we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Isaiah Roby, and it's Bassey in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Jones. Pass to Johnson. And the layup is good off the glass.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Here's Henderson. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Well, weighing around 290 pounds, not sure contact is really going to affect Nurkic.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Bassey. Rebounded by Nurkic.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And Nurkic, one of the tough guys that you rely on out there. You know, scary injury for him back in 2019, but able to overcome that roadblock and get himself back and healthy.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
San Antonio with the ball after the basket by Portland. Pass to Roby. The 3-ball. The shot off that time. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Well, Brent, while it was scary, Nurkic came back from injury just as good as ever.
Yeah, with a major injury like that, you figure it's going to alter your game. But really, Nurkic has been able to get back in and kind of double down on what he does well. That's playing physical and being a post presence.
And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
And Spurs coach Greg Popovich last season moving into first all-time for coaching wins, Greg.
That's right, B.A. I mean, all those wins coming with...
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow. Paul George dunk contest? Maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Outside Jones. Outside Johnson. And the three-pointer goes. Johnson's got 5.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Outside Jones. Pass to Roby. Over Hachimura. Roby can't hit.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Out left to the wing. Here's Nurkic. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nurkic using his body that time, a polished move.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. To the paint. Here's Crowder. And he drops it in from the low post.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. Over the previous month, we look at the best when it comes to scoring. Paul George on top.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
And here's Portland. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Simons. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Pass to Birch. Back to Graham. Fires the 3. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Portland leading. George with it. He's picked up by Birch. Here's Highland. And right now, he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Simon's shot is good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And Birch slams it in.
Yeah, great find from Sohan. This is why his guys like playing with him.
The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Inside, it's stolen by Birch. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Here's Sohan, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Simon's shot is good.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
San Antonio trailing here. Outside Grant. The three. Portland grabs the miss.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Vassell. It's Hayes with the rebound. Portland has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. They swipe it. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Graham misses. And here's Portland. 9-point game. The turnaround jumper. Good on the bucket. George has got 7.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Vassell with it. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
McDermott from outside. The shot won't fall. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, have a big round of applause for your Trailblazers youth dance team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Trailblazers pretty much in control here.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Sharp. Then there's Anthony Simons. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Left side, Johnson. Clock at 6. Roby can't hit. And Portland's shooting 71%. Their offenses look unstoppable all game long.
I mean, there are some great guys in this league. Coach Greg Popovich sticks out. Just a tremendous person. I loved competing against his teams.
And for San Antonio, they're shooting only 25% from the floor. Not great. Pass to Bassi. Driving inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Coach Pop, the NBA all-time leader in wins. Any memories facing off with his Spurs?
Well, I always knew that his teams would play hard, they'd be prepared, they played the right way. And, of course, they exemplified the toughness and character of their leader, Coach Pop.
Crowder, he's checked in for Portland.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Roby. Back to Jones. Here's Bassi. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. 6 points for him.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Grant with it. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Fires in the triple. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
There's a screen. Here's Jones. Crowder grabs the miss.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Here's Sharp. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. You know, one expression you hear from a lot of coaches nowadays, threatening drive. What's the value of breaking the paint?
BA, dribble penetration is so important, particularly in today's game. With the spacing and the great shooting on the perimeter, if you can get to the paint, one, you may score at the rim, but if the defense collapses, now you have an opportunity to find an open shooter from three.
Pass to Henderson. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. Spurs on D. Down by 15. Another shot. And here's Simons. 6 to shoot. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances. Came up empty. Finished off the break.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going. Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Trailblazers?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start. And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Grant. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, when he gets into the paint, he starts to get hungry. He goes right through the defense. He's a straight line guy.
Graham, the pass to Birch. Back to Graham. Three-pointer. Hachimura with a rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
A fun fact about Devontae Graham while we're here. In 2021, he set the record for the longest buzzer-beating, game-winning shot in history. That one came from 61 feet.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Sohan, averaging around 5 points a game. Here's Birch. Oh, he missed the chippy right there. Portland has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Well, a 60-foot-plus shot is certainly a mark of Graham's accuracy.
I love that, B.A. That's just like a stamp for Devontae Graham to tell you, didn't you see my 61-footer? I can shoot it from anywhere. And guess what? He often does. Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Graham for 3. That has to be encouraging. Sinking one after missing his first 5.
And Graham never shy about getting another shot off.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
Well, you look at George. He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul. And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate, and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Vassell outside. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
George for three. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his fifth shot in as many attempts.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
To the left side wing. Graham for three. No good on the shot. And it's Portland the other way. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. George, right side. Opening close, and he drops it in. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Vassell. Buries it from three.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it.
And as
they're getting abused in the paint defensively, letting their opponents set the tone. If you can't match up physically, you're toast. That's what the scoreboard is reflecting right now. Toast with butter.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about All-Star voting.
And at this...
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Paul George has been sensational.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting the second half with. At the 2 and the 3, it's Vassell and Johnson. Then there's Isaiah Roby, and it's Bassey in at the 5. Vassell finds Jones. Back to Vassell. Jones with a screen on George. Here's Vassell. That one doesn't drop. Nurkic with some nice D. Hachimura outside. Pass to Henderson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Now Jones. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Vassell outside. Off target from outside. Portland has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Henderson. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
And this is exactly what you love to see. Up big, not letting up, keep on applying pressure to their defense.
Pass to Johnson. Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 8.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Here's George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Paul George more and more comfortable at creating some offense for himself using the bounce.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Bassey. To the inside. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third.
And when you think of the time Johnson spent with the U.S. team, I mean, the coaches and players he was around, absolutely huge for this young player and his development.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Johnson was part of that U.S. team that played in 2021. Man, what a great experience, Grant.
Oh, B.A., I mean, I can speak in great detail how much you can gain playing for the U.S. team. Johnson continued to grow as a player after that summer and was a great addition to that team as well.
Simons is checked in for Paul George. Pass to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now. And here's Nurkic. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. He's got 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Bassi. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Nurkic with some nice D.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Henderson. 15 points in the game. And the layup is good.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Over to the wing. From deep, Johnson. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Outside Jones to end the run. He's off on the layup. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Pass to Henderson. Fires for 3, and they recover it. Jones comes with a double team. A little mid-range shot is up. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. To the middle. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. So for the Blazers, Hayes is checked in for Nurkic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Crowder. And it's Highland in for Hachimura. San Antonio has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. And they are really struggling to stop this run.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
Grant, one of those big guys that gets up off the ground like a guard. Love to see him throw it down.
Outside Grant. Launches a 3. No good off the back of the rim.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Hayes. Rebounded by the Spurs. 1:10 left in the third. Pass to Graham. Now Birch. Down low. Shot to end the cold streak. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. Sharp, he's checked in for Portland. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. And they've made the most of their chances there as well.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. And he makes it.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Outside Graham. Simons with a rebound.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Okay, right now, put this kid in the dunk contest. I mean, Sharp can really put on a show. Ooh, fun to watch.
Tries to break his ice. No good. A bit long that time.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Grant. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers just dominating the opposition as they maintain a 36-point advantage. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Jackson Hayes is out there with Dwight Howard. Then there's Lou Williams, then it's Justice Winslow, and it's Sharp in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Hayes, shot's good.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Spurs shooting around 33%, not the best offensive efficiency. Here's Wesley. Not going to go that time. Portland has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Drills it from deep.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
And that one's good.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
The Spurs have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Mamukelashvili. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Hayes has got 5 rebounds tonight. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter.
Growing his passing game. Sharp knows being able to reliably create for others will really round out his skill set.
Here's Mamukelashvili, guarded by Howard. Here's Mamukelashvili. No good. Tight defense there. Bothered that shot. Here's Sharp. Pass to Hayes. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Wesley. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Trailblazers have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Here's Sharp. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
And it looks like Sharp is fairly comfortable in the mid-range. Having dynamic shot-making ability would be a big plus for him.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Looking to win the run. And he lays it in.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Winslow. Good. Winslow's got his first points of the game.
They're really working the paint now.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Here's Wesley. MVP voting is usually somewhat contentious. What's your criteria for that award, Brent?
I think it's really difficult, BA, and I don't think there's anything wrong with people talking about it when the voters are saying year to year their criteria changes, because guess what? Every season is different. So it's a very difficult award to try to pick out the very best player in the league. Winning has to have something to do with it.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. The three-pointer off the mark. For Portland, they've gotten all 8 shots to fall. Red hot here in the fourth. Howard. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Mamukelashvili. And there's the foul. It's on Lou Williams. That's his first foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Roby's checked in.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And Roby attacking the glass. He really has that nice wingspan to rise up.
To the paint. Intercepted. Here we go. All alone. He goes up. Oh, the coast-to-coast dunk.
This is how you execute in transition, getting all the way to the cup.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Nice decision by Nurkic to just simply square up and knock that one in.
Well, your Hall of Fame dad, Rick, made some interesting comments, Brent. One of them encouraging the league to crack down on illegal screens.
No way, B.A. My dad said something that was controversial or interesting. You got to get out of here. Yeah, I mean, illegal screens, do we want to see less of them? Sure.
Birch, he's checked in for San Antonio. Graham comes in for Langford.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Trailblazers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
To the inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Nurkic plays with a little bit of that edge, a little bit of moxie, and that toughness is something the teammates can rally behind.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Graham up top. Birch down low. Nurkic is there.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
And here's Grant from the arc. Sinks the tray.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here. And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Outside Graham.
That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
And he drops the first.
And you think of Graham, he's a potent shooter from the outside, and he can get hot. Someone who really helps space the floor.
Pass to Sharp. He's off on that one. So no problem for Portland as they get the win, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching as we present the New Balance Player of the Game.